Well, writing songs, it wasn't the question of whether I could write songs. It was the question of whether anyone would care. And so when I was younger, I think the age that I set forth on the journey to have people listen to my songs, I was probably 14, 15. And my dad, being a firefighter, had that wonderful thing that comes along with all the problems that come along with being a firefighter. He had a badge that would get him in anywhere. And so one of the places I wanted him to get me in was to Alan Freed, to meet Alan Freed, the legendary disc jockey, who at my age, when I first heard him, I was 13. And it was just an amazing thing to hear the music he played, because it wasn't, the sort of white bread pop. It was rhythm and blues and very different and very visceral. So my dad gets me up to meet Alan Freed, and Alan Freed gave this girl some advice. He said, well, if you want to get your songs heard, just go pick up the phone book and go look up record companies and start calling and see if you can get in to see some of the people. And that's what I did. Now, when you said what made me think, I had no fear. I don't know why. I was never brought up to be fearful or think I couldn't do anything but for any reason, but certainly not because I was a girl. It just was not part of my parents' framework. It was like, sure, you can do anything and we will support you. We're going to help you get there. So then I look in the phone book, and the first one, I'm in the A's, Atlantic Records. Jerry Wexler. Well, it was very new then. I was newly founded. It was only in one room then. And I walked in off the street. I couldn't get an appointment. I just walked in off the street. And my whole attitude was, someone's going to get heard. Why not me? And they listened.
How do you get from climbing those steps up to see Alan Freed onto like Ted Mack's Amateur Hour or the Children's Hour on TV? How does that happen?
That was, I don't know. I mean, we went. I guess the answer is...
You just show up?
I showed up. Exactly.
That's what life is all about, showing up.
I showed up. And evidently, whatever talent I seem to have finally come to recognize I must have, thanks to all of you, is... they heard something. And I also I was shy about performing. So the idea of performing was not in my head. I wanted my songs to be recorded. But when I went to the Amateur Hour, it was something, yeah, why not? I have a friend I sing with, a girlfriend from school, Loretta Stone. So suddenly it wasn't about, oh, I'm up there and there's an audience out there. It was me and my friend having a good time singing. And they must have caught that, so we were on the Amateur Hour.